As we continue to track some of the snow showers off of the Great Lakes, well, we've got our storm specialists out there.
We do. We've got Mike Seidel, storm specialist Mike Seidel, joining us from location number 2.
Oh, he's moved.
So last time we spoke to Mike was in Erie, Pennsylvania, which remains under the winter storm warning. But now you are in Mayville, New York. So I'm guessing between Erie and Buffalo?
Kind of.
Okay.
We're closer to Erie than Buffalo, and we've crossed the state line, so notify those authorities. We're now in New York State. This is one of the snowbelt towns. I was here last year, the first day of a 4-day lake effect snow dump. The weekend after Thanksgiving, the first day here, we had nearly 40 inches of snow. That's not the case this time, but you can see we've got a nice snowfall coming down. Lake effect, not a lot of wind where we are. We're a little bit protected, but I want to show you our drive coming from just outside of Erie on 90 this way. And to get here, the easiest way is 90 to 86 and take that east. And this is right after we got into New York State on 86. And you can see the snow, the visibility, and look at the road surface. We were doing about 45, and the speed limit, I guess, is 60 or 65 miles an hour. And then we found the snowplow. He was over in the left lane, and we were able to safely navigate. Remember, give the snowplows distance, but it's okay. Just be careful when you pass them. And we passed it on the right, and we were on our way. And then between Sherman and Mayville, it's a 2-lane road. It's called the Sherman-Mayville Road, and a lot of hills as we're coming off the lake and getting into elevation. And we got behind another snowplow. We couldn't pass that one, and we were behind it for a while. He was doing about 15 miles an hour, but safety first. And notice the roadways. Here's the situation. We're right around 30, 31 here in Mayville, but we've got daylight. And even though the sun angle is heading toward its lowest point, the solstice coming up in about 5-6 weeks, we still get radiation, and these, what we call black bodies, these asphalt surfaces, soak it all up. So the roadways are nice and wet right here. They've salted these in town. We were coming on that road I just mentioned, and 86, it was snowing harder, and they had been salted too, but the snow was just coming down a lot harder, even harder than this. And this is probably about a half an inch or so an hour. Big flakes and a little bit more wind now. We found you a band, and we hope to stay in a band for the rest of the coverage into this afternoon.
Yeah, Mike, boy, what a difference, right? What was it like driving there? I mean, you talked about how, you know, there's some areas that get some snow bands, some that don't.
It was slow on 86, and then when we got on the road between Sherman and here, it actually almost stopped snowing. And then we got into Mayville, and we came back into this band. You can see this is coming, has a Lake Huron connection, coming from Lake Huron across Ontario, and there have been numerous lake squall warnings over in Ontario from the Environment Canada. That's their weather service. And then it comes across Erie, and this is where we are in this band. And these areas are under the lake effect snow warning till early this afternoon. We'll see if they extend it. But again, the ridges across Cattaraugus here in Chautauqua County, up towards the Boston Hills south of Buffalo, elevation and lift, and you get more snowfall. In some of these areas today could get another 6+ inches of snow. Not particularly cold, but again, the biggest snowstorms, if you look back, most of those occur between about 24 and 32 degrees. That's where you get your biggest blockbusters, especially on the East Coast. And let's do a little snow dance and hope that we get some blockbusters on I-95 this winter. I know there are some listening right now that would rather me not say that, but you know, as weather weenies, we haven't had a really good one in the big cities for a while, at least all the big cities at once.
I think we talk about it every winter season. Is it gonna happen? Is it not? I mean, you know, I've lost hope, Mike, to be quite honest. But when it comes to snow, wanted to tell you, we measure the distance of the snow band you are under from Lake Huron over Erie, over towards Mayville, New York. It is about 600 miles. Some of these snowflakes, as you know, did actually make it to the I-95 today. And I was telling Craig earlier, if these snowflakes could talk, the story they would tell. Oh, wait, we said 180 miles. I said 600. Look at me being dramatic. Look at me being
that makes
dramatic.
More sense, not 600. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fake weather stats from Marissa Torres. Fake weather stats.
It's like, Mike, when my husband would be like, can you measure it real quickly? How tall do you think it is? I'm like, I don't know, like 8 feet. And then you look at it and it's like 6 feet. But everything when you're 5 feet tall just looks so much taller than you. I don't know.
It's all good. Hey, you know, big things come in small packages.
I love that.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Hey,
Look at this. It's beautiful.
it is
Do a dance.
beautiful.
I'm waiting for him to do the
You
dance
wait.
sometimes.
Craig wants you to dance. So I don't know.
I'm going to do it with you because, you know, I love winter. And we haven't had one in New York. Last one we had that was decent, 17 inches in Central Park, was January of 2021. I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So
going to
bring
be
it-
6 years.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we're overdue in the big cities. Boston's had 1 or 2 decent storms. D.C., Baltimore had some snow last year, but where I'm from, down on the Eastern Shore at the beaches, they had 22 inches, and that was more than Dulles Airport and Reagan National, and I believe BWI down at the coast because of the proximity to the water. A lot of times when I grew up there, we get about an hour of snow, and then it would change to rain, and everybody west of the bay would be clobbered, and they would be out of school, and we go to school.
Yeah.
So it's that's the way it was back then,
Yeah.
and even today. But last year, the cold air held in the Delmarva area, Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, got a fair amount of snow, almost 2 feet.
Yeah.
The average at the station in Salisbury, I believe now it's a little over 8 inches of snowfall. When I was a kid, it was about 12.5 inches. So those 30-year averages have trended down.
Yeah.
That's a drop of about 30% since the averages I used were from 1931 to 1960 when I was a kid growing up in the 60s.
I think a lot of us have those stories, though, where we think about
No,
those
it's
big
true.
snows as a
Yeah.
kid. And sometimes it's perspective, but sometimes it actually is, when you look at the data, trending downward. Regardless, snow is very divisive, Mike. Some
Yeah.
people don't want it, some do. We'll see how it all plays out. Either way, Mayville, New York,
Yeah.
already has about half a foot and more is falling. So
Good to see you.
Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel. Thanks, Mike.